Hey, Bougie Club. Happy Sunday. Give you guys a minute to get in here. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, enjoying your week. Today, I want to talk to you guys about nets. Nets, yes, nets. Make sure you check in so I can see the comments. I think maybe I might have cabin fever. Maybe I've been inside a little bit too long. It's time for me to get out amongst the people. But I want to share with you all what I got from nets the last couple of days. So a couple of days ago, I repotted my plants. Y'all know I like flowers. So there's always an interesting story or revelation that I get from my flowers. So I was sitting here on the couch and I was noticing there were nets. And I'm like, where are these nets coming from? So, you know, when the nets get to going, I'm clapping all around, trying to kill the nets or whatever. I was reading my book and I closed the book up on the net and got my tissue and cleaned the net off. And I'm like, hey, Miss Martha, hey, Brent, hey, Juliet. And I'm like, what's going on with these nets? So I got irritated, but I had just repotted my plants. And so sometimes there's nets in the soil and my plants, I don't know if y'all can see, but like I got plants sitting right here beside me. So I said, I'm gonna move away from the nets. So I go, hey Diamond. So I go and I get in my bed, right? Cause I'm moving away from the nets cause I'm assuming the nets are in the plants, right? So I spray my little neem oil on the plants and I go get in the bed. And I'm on my phone. So now here come the nets again. And I'm steady swatting at these nets and killing the nets on my phone. So now I'm irritated. I'm real irritated because now I got a net on my hand. I got to get up out the bed, go to the bathroom, get the tissue, get the net off and wash my hands, right? I killed about 3 nets before I figured out I was just going to go to bed. So this morning I get up and I go upstairs on the rooftop. And what happens again? A daggum net. And I'm like, okay, now to wash my behind. What is going on? It ain't like I'm not out of plants. Where do these nets keep coming from? So I had my little pen and I was like trying to flick the net off the chair. And as I was flicking the net, because I wasn't trying to kill it, I killed the net. And then in that moment, I was like, dang, I killed the net. And in the grander scheme of things, what is a net? But then I was thinking about, well, I be praying to God all the time for something, and I keep coming back with the same request. What if he thinks of me like I think of this net, and instead of seeing what I want or just honoring me in the space that I'm in, he lets me live and just, you know, whatever nets do. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if they eat you or if they like mosquitoes. I don't know. I've been researching about nets. But I killed the net and then I felt bad. So, of course, y'all know me, I'm doing research, right? So now this is where it's going to get funny because at first I had this whole spiritual, philosophical meaning of these nets, and it was like, you know, the Lord was telling me to be kinder to living things because just like I have a life that's valuable, so does the net, right? Even though it may be irritating or inconveniencing me because there's 2 sides to everything. But I get upstairs and now I'm researching nets because I'm trying to figure out where these nets come from. Because I'm like, why do they like the light? So as I'm researching nets, you know, they talk about the nets that like lights being fungus nets and in the soil or whatever. So I kind of figured they were coming from the plants. But y'all, this is where it's going to get y'all. Remember 2 weeks ago when I was telling y'all I was in here cooking up my home concoctions for my hair? Yeah, so I was making my own hair gel and my own hair oils. Thank you, Miss Martha. You know, and my hair is growing out, y'all. So look, I'm thinking the fenugreek works because it's been 2 weeks and you can't see my parts already. So my hair is growing. But there's always a cause and effect. So as I'm researching about these nets, it says they like sweet scents, hence fruit flies, right? Well, how about this fenugreek, y'all? Smells like maple syrup. So here I am trying to run from the nets, but the nets is following me because my hair smells like syrup. So I'm calling the gnats into my experience trying to grow some hair because my hair smells like maple syrup and gnats like sweet smell. So what I'm saying is sometimes when we get irritated about stuff and we be inconvenienced, we've called it into our experience. We've created the problem unknowingly. But just because you don't know that you created the problem does not mean you won't experience the problem. But you'll be blaming the problem on everybody else but you. You'll be attributing it to plants and the lights on the phone and the change in the season and all of this other stuff, when really it was that you decided to concoct some hair care products that had a sweet scent and was attracting gnats the whole time. So the problem was you. It was me. It's me, Bougie Club. So now I have to decide, do I want to continue using this fenugreek, which is clearly growing my hair, but potentially have to deal with the gnats? So I got to choose, but I don't want to be around other people when I get to come outside and have like a whole bunch of gnats going around my head. Now, I've not seen gnats around my head or anything like that, but I just thought it was hilarious that I had this issue with these gnats, and gnats like, hey, Miss, yeah, they like to smell a sweet stuff in my hair. Running around here smelling like maple syrup, y'all. So I have attracted the gnats. Then killed the poor little gnats. I don't even know how many gnats I done killed, but I'm killing these poor living creatures because they irritated me. And I'm drawing them close to me. I'm putting this stuff in my hair, talking about here, little gnat. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Sometimes we create our own issues and our own inconveniences, and we bring this stuff on ourselves, but we want to blame it on everything else. So sometimes when you going through stuff and you being irritated, hey, Averill, you got to do some analysis and figure out how you are attributing to your problem, because sometimes it's you. A gnat was just doing what a gnat gonna do. You know, it's gonna come to the light, and it's gonna come where it smells sweet. And you know, I'm smelling sweet because I'm putting this stuff in my hair. So I don't know, I gotta figure out how to deal with the scent. Or either I may have to, you know, be inconvenienced by the gnats. But I thought that was hilarious when I finally, you know, did my little research and figured out what the problem was. I don't know how this gonna work. They say long hair don't care, but the gnats are annoying. But yeah, so if y'all got some suggestions, cause the stuff really got my hair growing. I'm talking about like it's growing, it's working. But I'm hoping, you know, I sprayed my little neem oil cause I was doing a natural remedy for the gnats, and I did bring some new soil in the house. So I'm hoping that, you know, they'll just die off and then I'll be good, because I'm trying to be, I'm trying to do the whole natural thing, but I can't do the gnats. What's the name of the product? So it's not a name of a product. I'm tell y'all what I've been doing. I've been soaking fenugreek seeds in water, and then you take, the water will turn yellow after you soak the seeds in the water. And then I take that water and put it in a pot with a little bit of olive oil and some whole flax seeds. And then you boil it until you see like little white bubbles. And so at that point, the flax seed starts to gel. And then you let it sit, and then you strain the seeds and stuff, and you get hair gel. And so the fenugreek and the chai seed and all this is a natural hair gel. And so I've been putting it, you know, just like taking it and rubbing it down my twists, because the way these twists are, y'all can see like the little fuzzy part is like my hair. So I've been trying to keep my hair moisturized. So I've just been rubbing this little gel down my little twist, and then I got some almond oil with fenugreek in it, and putting MSM and oiling my scalp with it. So I'm using this fenugreek in my hair every day. But that's the product. So I've been in the house too long, Bougie Club. I was on YouTube, and Yeah, YouTube is seeing you off. So YouTube had me in here making my own hair gel, my own hair oil for this maximum hair growth. You know, my hair pretty long anyway, but it's working. I'm not, you know, y'all can see I'm looking like Bob Marley granddaughter up here. So the product is working, but I believe a side effect might be gnats. You know, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm doing my research, but I thought that was hilarious. I'm killing gnats and getting upset and irritated, and it's because my hair smells like maple syrup. I mean, it smells good, but apparently gnats like what smells good. So what y'all got going on, Bougie Club? Somebody give me some entertainment so I can stay off of YouTube. And now the sun want to come out and change the lighting. I apologize. It's raining here in Memphis for those of you all who aren't in Memphis. What you guys got going on? What you doing spectacular? Are y'all cities opening up? We opening up slowly, but my mama, she watched the news too much, so I haven't seen my mama in 2 months. I know. I want to go see my mama. Look, you know, I feel for y'all. Not that I say I can feel y'all same pain, but for those of you all whose mother have passed away and you do not have the privilege of being able to see her, I can kind of imagine what you might be feeling like, because I'm living in the same city, and because of everything that's going on, I can't go see her. I mean, I can't talk to her, so I ain't just truly trying to make a comparison. All I'm saying is I understand and I get the post when people say cherish your mama while you have her available, because this is for the birds. This is for the birds. But I'd rather her be safe than me going over there and then regretting that decision later. But what y'all doing? What are y'all doing other than me watching YouTubes? I've Netflixed out, so if y'all got some Netflix movies for me to watch, put them in the comments so I can watch some new Netflix movies. Okay, Miss Avery, you going back to work tomorrow? Congratulations. I'm excited for you. I've been watching YouTube. I do have a Fire Stick, but I had Miss Autumn. Miss Autumn been hanging out with me, and she lost her Amazon Prime, and not little extra channels is not a question. Well, somebody else went back to work this week. I'm glad you guys are going back to work. You know, just be mindful. You know, like I had to have this realization with the gnats that everybody's life is significant, even though in the grander scheme of things, it may seem like whatever they're going through is a gnat. Like, it's a big thing for them. So just try to be patient with people. People are really afraid. Like, I was getting ready to get on the elevator in my building today, and there was like a older lady on there. And when the door opened up, you know, like she had her jacket over her face. But when the door opened and she thought that I was getting on, like her face just turned to terror. Like she was afraid. And I was like, no, go ahead and go. I'll get on the next elevator. But like just her thinking I was getting on the elevator with her just put sheer terror on her face. So understand that people are really fearful and they're scared right now. And when you're scared, you will respond in ways that you may not normally respond. So just be mindful of that as you guys are going back to work, as we start moving about more. Like, y'all know, my faith game's strong. I'm not worried, but I respect other people who may be worried. And coming from a place of compassion, I have to be mindful of other people's levels of comfort and try to respect that. So I have a mask. I'm not about that mask life, but I keep it with me because I want everybody to feel comfortable, because I understand that your mind is powerful, and if you're fearful, things will happen because you're in fear. So just be respectful of everybody's perspective and how they feel about it, and know everybody doesn't feel like how you feel about it, and just do your best to try to keep people comfortable, you know, within reason, to a certain degree. You know, that's all I can say, y'all. it's a different time. I don't think things are gonna go back to normal. I think the way we were doing things it's a wrap. We just gonna have to figure out how to move forward with some new things and some new processes. I'm just speaking from myself because I'm trying to figure out how to get on a plane. And when I went to look for flights, like the rules are different. Like you have to read the new rules about flying, and they're not filling up on Southwest anyway. They're not using the middle seat anymore. So just the end seat and the window seat. They're not serving drinks and snacks on flights anymore to minimize the contact. So it's just like a lot of things are changing. So I encourage you to read as much as possible about what the new protocols are for the businesses that you're going to be frequenting or that you intend on going to. Check online and see if they have anything posted, because what I don't want us to do is not be aware of how things have changed for that business or that organization, and we're expecting it to be like it was before March, and then we cutting up and talking crazy to people and acting like I was acting with that net, because you don't understand that there's some cause and effect things going on. So you guys just be mindful of how this is affecting everybody, because it's affecting everybody differently. And it's all about perception and perspective. Personally, it's been a really big blessing for me, this particular time period. But I know it's because I'm choosing to see the positive perspective. So we've gone through that last year, matter of fact, the whole choosing a positive perspective. So try to see the positive perspective in the situations. Go into work with an open mind, because we all trying to figure it out. Nobody has the perfect answer, but we're trying to come up with as many right answers as we can. So just be prepared that things will continue to evolve and change as people figure out better ways to do it. We just have to enter into situations with a sense of understanding and humility to a certain degree, because people going through, y'all. Like, people are really, really going through emotionally and mentally with the effects of this. People have lost friends and family, so you just never know what's going on with the person that you encounter when you meet them. So just keep that in mind. That's what I got for y'all, Bougie Club. It's short and sweet. I hope y'all were as tickled as I am about this fenugreek in my hair and the necks. I hope you guys can maintain a positive perspective, stay encouraged. I'm happy for you guys going back to work. Continue to be bold, outspoken, unapologetic, goodwill, inspiring, and epic every day. I love you guys in this life and the next, and I will see you next Sunday.